Okay, so once we've set up our company information in the admin area in CraftMaker Pro, we're going to have a look at the hourly rate calculator. So if we were to click in here to the hourly rate calculator to calculate, and we can see in here we've got an overview and a few questions that we need to fill in. So this is going to help you calculate the hourly rate that you actually need to charge for creating pieces, so you can actually assign a proper value for your time and the costs of running your business to your creations. So the way that we'll do this, we'll work out first of all what's your actual income that you would like to make per year. So we've just got some arbitrary figures in here at the moment, so $15,000 for example. Let's say you're working 40 weeks out of the year, 25 hours a week as a part-time job. 4 hours a week is being spent on non-profitable activities, so such as admin things, sorting out your website, paying the bills, etc. So that actually leaves you with 21 hours a week of productive time to make your creations. So that means your minimum hourly rate actually needs to be $17.86 per hour to achieve your earnings of $15,000. What we also need to account for though are the indirect costs. So if we click into indirect costs in here, you've got overheads for your business. So you need to go through and fill this in and see what overheads do you actually have for your business. Now this will be different for everyone depending on where you are and where you work from, but we've just got a couple of examples I've put in here. So maybe the phone, your website, I'll just put in $10 a month for each of those. So it's actually costing you $20 a month just to have your business running basically. Now if we go into the marketing one as well, so let's just say you run a magazine ad, you may have other costs for Facebook advertising or something like that. If you put in your monthly costs for running your business, again these will get added up, so these actually need to be accounted for. So just from the examples I've got here, we've got a total monthly cost so far of $71. And that's actually, I haven't included yet the plant. So your tools, obviously they all need to be paid for as well. So all the tools that you have, your bench, your lamps, your pliers, scissors, knives, everything that you use obviously has to be paid for. So what CraftMaker Pro does, it allows you to actually enter in all your tools in here, all your plant and material, and what will happen is that actually gets devalued over 5 years to actually amortize the cost of that, and that gets worked out into your monthly indirect costs. So just a few examples that I've put in here, we can see we've actually got total monthly indirect costs of $71 a month just to run the business. So these are just a couple of examples. If you actually fill this in with all your tools and all your overheads, I'm sure you'll find that your monthly indirect costs are a fair bit higher than that, which is quite surprising for most people. Just to highlight here, so you can export or print these lists, so you can actually pull these out if you need to save this data as well, so you can export to Excel or print them. And what we can see down the bottom here, so your overheads for your costs, so every creative hour that you work, you actually have to charge 85 cents per hour as well, just to ensure the bills for your business are paid. So that's covering your actual overheads. So on top of that, your actual hourly rate needs to be $17.86 plus that 85 cents. So it means you need to be charging $18.71 minimum hourly rate. If we go back to our overview, so $18.71 to actually achieve this $15,000 working this amount of hours and this amount of weeks. So you'll be using that hourly rate in your pieces. Now if we go back to our hourly rate here, so we can see we've got $18.71. You can actually override that if you wish. You may want to round that up to, let's just say we're going to use $20 an hour. So we'll click in there, override that. We can see it's gone bold. If it's in bold, we know that it's been overridden, and that will be the hourly rate that's actually used to calculate your time on your pieces. So the pieces will be covered in another video, and all you'll need to do when you create a piece from now on is actually put in the amount of time that's taken you, so half an hour, hour and a half, so on, to actually create that piece. CraftMaker Pro now knows what your hourly rate should be, so it will apply that. So when we get to the pieces tutorial, look out for that and you'll see how your hourly rate gets applied.